Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and the New York Knicks are on a 3-game winning streak. And in this live stream, I want to break it down with you guys. Let's talk about these New York Knicks who have won 3 straight games at home. They lose their first game against the Memphis Grizzlies in overtime. They go home for 3 straight games against the Pistons, the Magic, and then the Hornets. They take care of business. We have a real point guard to be excited about, and his name goes by Jalen Brunson. Julius Randle's playing like a different player this season. Mitchell Robinson's coming off a 6-block game. And there's still some kinks to work out. This team hasn't been perfect, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But the Knicks are playing great team basketball, and that is the biggest point that I really want to talk about in today's stream. Also, the Knicks are going to be tested big time tomorrow against the Milwaukee Bucks, so we'll talk about that. They got a big stretch of games coming up the next couple of weeks, and I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say in a live chat or the comment section down below of your expectations for this Knicks team heading into the rest of the season. So the first thing I want to break down is this stat that you guys see on the screen. The New York Knicks are second in the NBA in points per game. So the offense is playing at its best. We are averaging 122.8 points per game as a team. Second in the league. We are second in rebounds. We are 10th in assists. And we are 18th in opponents' points scored per game. So the defense is not where we would like to be. Offensively speaking, you can't ask for a better outing in the first 4 games. Defensively, I feel like the Knicks could have won that game last night in the fourth quarter if it wasn't for the defensive mishaps. And Tom Thibodeau will tell you that himself if you guys watched the press conference. So there's some things to clean up, but there's no denying that the difference of this Knicks squad this season is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is playing like a player that Knicks fans have been waiting for years. David comes in the chat, says, excited to see Jalen Brunson for the next 4 years. Yeah, bro. What he did last night was sensational. 27 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds, hitting the clutch shots when we need him to, making the right reads, feeding it to Mitchell Robinson down low with the no-look pass. I mean, he just brings a different element to this team that gives me so much confidence for us to be able to be in every single game late down the stretch. The biggest issues with the New York Knicks last season was we did not have a closer. We didn't have a point guard to organize things. When it was late in the fourth and it was a 5-point game, one way or the other, we didn't really have anybody to calm it down. We had Randle running the point forward. We had RJ. We had Alec Burks playing the 1. Kemba Walker. You don't win ball games if you don't have a closer, and that's what Jalen Brunson brings. Chris says this is Jalen Brunson's team. It so feels like it, and you love to hear what the players have to say because they are loving Jalen Brunson's impact because his communication is at a top notch so far on the court, off the court. He's making sure players understand where they need to be. The crowd was going crazy at the Garden last night, and he made sure that he got all the Knicks players together, even though the noise was loud, and make sure that we know where we need to be. Where are the spots? What's the play call? What's the situation that we're in? Jalen Brunson is an extension of the coaching staff on the court, which is so awesome. Knicks fans, how long have we waited for a damn point guard like this? And you got to pay the price for a point guard. And yeah, we gave him a big contract, but he is making it seem like that contract was worth every single penny and then some. So I'm really excited, man, that the Knicks are out here. They're 3-1, and we haven't really beat up on anybody yet, but we're winning the games that we're supposed to win. It's a great sign that we are able to defend home court and get 3 straight wins at home, regardless who the opponent is, because we know that this Knicks team have struggled at home last season. We were good on the road, but we struggled at home, and the Knicks have to take advantage of their home court. We have the best home court in the league. Madison Square Garden is a place that we want opponents to come in here and not want to come, instead of coming in here and wanting to show off like it has been in the past years. And that's going to come down to the defense. It's going to come down to the effort. It's going to come down to this Knicks team just playing high-quality basketball. Knicks fans slept on the Brunson pickup. Yeah, I agree, man. Jalen Brunson's acquisition is proving to be a gigantic difference for the squad, man. Let's go. Yes, sir, man. So welcome into the stream, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday afternoon. If you guys can do me a favor, hit that like button on your way in. We're just getting started here on the Knicks Media Show, where we're going to break down what we have seen from this Knicks squad so far this season. So I want to get into some individual player stats and who's leading the team in points and stuff. So Julius Randle is leading the way with 20.3 points per game this year, shooting 47% from the field, 30% from downtown. Jalen Brunson is right behind him, 20 points per game, flat, 51.7% from the field, 41% from three. So the most impressive part about Jalen Brunson outside of his point guard skills is his efficiency. I mean, the efficiency from Jalen Brunson is out of this world. I love what I'm seeing from him. He's taking the right shots. He's not forcing his shots. He's getting to his spots. He's cashing it from downtown. He's getting to his spots down low in the low post. You love it. RJ Barrett is third with 17.8 points per game. His efficiency has not been good so far. He's only shooting 37% from the field and 14% from three. I do expect that to rise. The good news is RJ Barrett is shooting 87.5% from the free throw line, and we know that RJ's been struggling in that category throughout his career. So it's good to see his free throw percentage going up, especially last night, man. RJ had a chance to hand the ball off in the clutch. He held on to it. He wanted to take those free throws, and he hit those free throws, and that is a great sign. So I'm not concerned about RJ. We all know that he starts off a little cold efficiency-wise, but the best part about RJ Barrett is even though he's not shooting the ball well, we're still winning ball games because he's a very important piece to this team. Defensively, offensively, even if he's not shooting well, he's getting his teammates involved. He's playing, good off the ball, and he just plays with a good energy, man. So RJ will be fine. RJ needs to get into the gym with JB. Oh, he's in the gym with JB, man. 100%. 100% he is. But then behind RJ, we have Evan Fournier averaging 11 points per game. And then Cam Reddish averaging 10 points per game, which is interesting. Hardenstein, 9.3. Obi Toppin, 9.3. Mitchell Robinson, 8.8 points per game on 88% from the field. You love to see that. How many blocks is he averaging? 3.3 blocks. Mitchell Robinson is averaging 3.3 blocks this year already. D Rose, 8 points off the bench. And quickly 7.8 points per game. So this is a very well-balanced team. We know that the top three guys of Randle, Brunson, and RJ are going to lead the way with points this year. We all understand that. And I think that this team is so deep, bro. This team is so freaking deep. And you love it. RJ needs to pick it up on defense. I think he's doing pretty well on defense. I mean, he held Gordon Hayward to like 8 of 18. Gordon Hayward did nothing last night. I think RJ's been pretty good on defense this year, to be honest. He's been asked to do a lot defensively this year. He is following around everybody. You see him gassing the sidelines. He has a big-time task every night because in the starting lineup, Brunson's not a defensive guy. Fournier's not a defensive guy. It's all RJ. And I think RJ's doing a pretty good job defensively, but I do think he can improve. I don't think it's perfect defensively yet, but I do think that the effort is there. And also, RJ Barrett leads the Knicks in the highest plus-minus. He has 10.5 plus-minus, and there's no other player that's in double digits. So he's impacting this team, man, whether you like to see it or not. So individually speaking, the star of this season so far is Jalen Brunson. And we're only 4 games in, but I think I can say with confidence that we found a point guard, man. We found a true point guard that this Knicks team has been desperately waiting for years and years and years. And I think that what Jalen Brunson brings to the table is a poised veteran that's in the prime of his career, only 25 years old, that when we're in the game in the fourth quarter, there was a point last night, guys, when we were down by 5 points with like 2 minutes left, and I'm like, who's going to hit the clutch shot? Brunson has the ball in his hand. He comes off a screen from Mitchell Robinson. He has just a little bit of separation, pulls up from three with just so much confidence and drains it. And there he is. That's the celebration he does, just puts up the three. And I'm like, damn, Jalen Brunson is seriously that guy. I mean, the fact that he wants to take those shots and he's hitting those shots in the clutch this early in his Knicks career tells you a lot about him, man. The mentality, he knows what it takes to win in this city. His dad played here. He grew up, with the 90s Knicks era, when he was a young kid. So Jalen Brunson is a big, big deal. And all the people, all the naysayers were saying that the Knicks overpaid for him. They're just backtracking. Yeah, but who have you guys versed? All that stuff. And let the haters keep talking. That's what we like. It adds fuel to the fire, baby. And the fact that we're 3-1 without RJ Barrett hitting his peak with his efficiency tells you what this team can truly become this season. Really does, man. It really, really does. Because Jalen Brunson, 20 points per game, 8.5 assists to only 1.5 turnovers, also averaging a steal. You can't ask for a better point guard stats. You can't. Do you think RJ has hit his ceiling as a player? No, I do not. Not even close to his ceiling. RJ Barrett is going to get better and better every single season, and he's going to put up better numbers this year than last year. I promise you that. Last year, he put up 20 points per game, and I think he's going to get more than that this year, and I think his efficiency is going to climb as the season goes on. His efficiency has not been good so far this year, for sure, in the first 4 games, but I think RJ, he got paid this summer, and now I feel like he has to prove himself really quick. Like, oh my God, I got paid. I got to prove to the world that I'm worth this money. So he's putting up shots, and I feel like what RJ needs to work on so far this season, what I've noticed, is shot selection. I think he's forcing his hand. He's putting up too many contested layups, too many contested shots. Do what Jalen Brunson's doing. Brunson just knows where his spots are, and he's not taking poor shots, which is why his shooting percentage is so high. So he's also shooting the ball the most. RJ has the most field goal attempts on the team at 18.3. So I think RJ will be fine. His ceiling has not even been – no. RJ has not hit his ceiling as a player, in my opinion. But the biggest takeaways, man, in terms of this team, this Knicks squad as a team, they're playing together, man. They're playing unselfish basketball. Julius Randle's buying into this team, and you can just tell that there's a different energy and a different aura around this squad because Tom Thibodeau is a good head coach, and we need to give him his credit because I know there's a lot of people that hate on Tom Thibodeau, and he still has a lot to prove. There's still a long season to go, but if they buy into the system of Tom Thibodeau, both offensively and defensively, I think that this Knicks team can go pretty far this year in the Eastern Conference. It won't be easy. The East is dominant this year. I mean, there are some teams that are not playing well to start off, like the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers, but I don't expect that to continue. It's a long season. But now the big test is coming up tomorrow night. The undefeated Milwaukee Bucks, who's without Middleton, but Giannis Antetokounmpo is playing, as you'd expect. So how can they match up against the top dogs? We took the Memphis Grizzlies to overtime in the opener. We beat up on 3 teams that we should beat at home. Now is the big test for this Knicks squad to really see what their identity is this season. And I want to hear your guys' impressions of this squad. What has really impressed you the most of this Knicks team? Is it the addition of Jalen Brunson and his impact? Is it the addition of Isaiah Hartenstein off the bench? Is it Mitchell Robinson, who's looking like a Defensive Player of the Year candidate early on? Is it Julius Randle buying into his role and looking like a completely different player this year? Is it Cam Reddish coming in and filling in for Quentin Grimes well? Let me know your biggest takeaways of this Knicks squad so far. And I wanted to go live for a little bit just to give you guys my thoughts. So hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you're enjoying the show. And we're probably going to wrap this up quick. I didn't want to go live for too long. I just want to give you guys my overall thoughts of the Knicks on a 3-game win streak and how I am so impressed with this squad. So please do me a favor. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the show. Comment down below your thoughts at the end of the stream in the comment section down below, your biggest takeaways. I think this Knicks squad is going to prove a lot of people wrong this year in the NBA, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the next couple of games. I'll be live tomorrow to preview the Knicks and the Bucks game, and I'll catch you guys then. Let's go Knicks, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Woo!